Good morning everyone. Today we learned the third chapter of SS. Okay, which one is the third chapter? The northern plains of India. We already learned the northern mountains. Okay, we have a 6 physical features. The first one is the northern mountains, that is a chapter over. The second one is the northern plains of India. See the northern plains of India. In this chapter we study about the first one is the importance of the northern plains. Okay, the first one is the importance of the northern plains. Here it is a 3 basin, the Indus basin, the Ganga basin and the Brahmaputra basin. See in the textbook. We know that plains are low-lying flatlands. What is the meaning? We know that plains are low-lying flatlands. Low-lying area, flatlands are plains. The flatlands are called plains. A large part of India is occupied by the northern plains. Large part of India ka large part that is occupied by the northern. The important states are located in northern plains. See, these plants are fertile since they are watered by the perennial rivers. What is meant by a perennial river? In North India, the rivers are perennial river. Perennial river means it is originated from the glaciers. Okay, Himalayan glaciers. In all year they have a water. These rivers have a water all year. Okay. So the perennial river has in all year there has a water. Okay, all the rivers have a water. The North Indian rivers mostly they originated from the Himalayan glaciers. Okay, these rivers have a water in all year. That is perennial river. See, the first one is the importance of the northern plains. What are the importance of the northern plains? See, the northern plains are an important physical feature of India. We study that one. And it is suitable climate for agriculture and other economic activity. It is suitable for this northern plains are suitable for agriculture and other economic activities. The alluvium deposited by the rivers makes the plains fertile. Rivers help in the irrigation of fields. See, here they said that the northern plains are very suitable for climate and climate for agriculture. It is very suitable for agriculture, climate for agriculture and other economic activities. See, the alluvium deposited, this is a fertile soil. Okay, the alluvium deposited by the rivers make the plains fertile. How the northern plains make a fertile? Because the alluvium soil deposited by the rivers. The North Indian rivers, the Ganga, Yamuna, Brahmaputra, Indus, these are the rivers deposited the alluvium soil, means fertile soil, slit. Okay. Rivers help in the irrigation of fields and the rivers are given the water to irrigation. Okay, water to the agriculture. So, since the plains provide a means of livelihood to the people, many people settle here. Here many people settle in the northern plains. Towns and cities easily develop along the banks of the rivers and the river basins. The all important towns and cities are located or developed along the bank of the rivers or river basin. River basin or along the river bank, the main important cities or towns are developed. So a river basin, what is a river basin? See, here it is a river basin. There said all the towns and cities are developed in the river basin. So what is a river basin? A river basin is an area watered by river and its tributaries. Okay, what is basin? A river basin is an area watered by river and its tributaries. Tributaries means main river is split into small streams, that is tributaries. Okay, it's a main river and their tributaries are and watered by this river. A river basin is an area, okay, river basin area watered by the rivers, main rivers and their tributaries. That is a river basin. Okay. The river basin are ideal for agriculture and irrigation. Agriculture and irrigation के लिए this river basin is very good. The three major basins of the northern plains in India are the Indus basin, the Ganga basin and the Brahmaputra basin. There are three major basins in northern plains of India. What are they? The Indus basin, the Ganga basin, the Brahmaputra basin. Okay, these are the main basin, river basin. See the next page. The first one is the Indus basin. See the Indus basin. The Indus river originates in the Tibetan plateau. The Indus river originates in the Tibetan plateau. It flows through four countries, namely India, Pakistan, China and Afghanistan. See, the Indus river originates in the Tibetan plateau. The first one, the Indus river basin is originated from where? The Tibetan plateau. Okay, Tibetan plateau say that this Indus basin, the Indus river is originated. It flows through four countries. This Indus river flows through the four countries. What are they? India, Pakistan, China and Afghanistan. India, Pakistan, China and Afghanistan. These four states, four countries, these Indus basins, Indus rivers are flow. See, in the northern plains, the main tributaries of the Indus are the rivers, the main tributaries. What is tributaries? The main streams, the main different streams are there. The main rivers are the tributaries of the Indus are Chenab, Jhelum, Satluj, Beas and Devi. These are the tributaries of Indus. What are they? What are the tributaries of Indus river? Chenab, Jhelum, Satluj, Beas and Devi. These are the rivers. Okay. These rivers drain the states of Jammu and Kashmir, Punjab, Haryana and Himachal Pradesh. These rivers are drain the states of which are they? Jammu and Kashmir, Punjab, Haryana and Himachal Pradesh. So the Indus basin the Indus basin are originated from where? The Tibetan plateaus. Okay, these rivers are flow through the four countries, that is India, Pakistan, China and Afghanistan, and the main tributaries of Indus are Chenab, Jhelum, Satluj, Beas and Devi. Okay, see the next basin. The next basin is the Ganga basin. Okay, see the Ganga originating from the Gangotri glacier. This Ganga river is originated from where? The Gangotri glacier in the Himalayas. Himalayas का गंगोत्री glacier से this river is originated. Which one? The Ganga river is originated. Is the most important river of India. Everyone knows the Ganga is our holy river. है ना? This is start from the originate from where? The glacier of Himalaya. Flowing through the states of Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand and Bihar. And it is in the Bengal that the Ganga branches out into small streams called the distributaries. See in which states the Ganga flows? Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand and Bihar. It is in the and tributaries and this the distributaries streams are go to West Bengal. The Ganga's distributaries are go to West Bengal, but the main river is flowing in the Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand and Bihar. A few tributaries of the Ganga are Gomti, Gagra, Kosi and Gandak. Okay, the tributaries of Ganga are, what are they? Gomti, Gagra, Kosi and Gandak. Some of the rivers that meet Ganga from the south are Son, Chambal and Bedwa. The Ganga river basin is the most fertile region of the northern plains. This point is very important. The Ganga river basin is the most important fertile region of northern plains. The most important fertile region of northern plains is Ganga basin. Clear? See, so the Ganga basin, the river Ganga is originating from the glacier in the Himalayas, and it is flowing to the Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand and Bihar, and their distributaries goes through the West Bengal, and some tributaries are there. The Ganga has some tributaries, that is Gomti, Gagra, Kosi and Gandak. The Ganga river basin is the most fertile region of where the northern plains. The last one, the Brahmaputra basin. See the Brahmaputra basin. Another important basin of India is the Brahmaputra basin. The river Brahmaputra originates in Tibet. We already learned that the Indus river originated from the Tibetan plateau. Here it is the river Brahmaputra originates in Tibet. Okay. It enters India through the state of Arunachal Pradesh. Here it is this river is originated from Tibet and come in India through the Arunachal Pradesh. Okay, the river Brahmaputra originates in Tibet and enters India. India में आ रही है through Arunachal Pradesh, through the Arunachal Pradesh, where it is called the river Dihang. Okay, where it is called the river Dihang and flows into Assam and Assam as Brahmaputra. Oh, Assam से जाने का time it is called Brahmaputra. Clear? So Dihang and Brahmaputra same. The Brahmaputra is originated from Tibet and it comes India through the Arunachal Pradesh and goes through the Assam. Now it is called Brahmaputra. Okay. The Brahmaputra, like the Ganga, breaks off into distributaries before it finally drains into the Bay of Bengal. This Brahmaputra river is finally drains into the Bay of Bengal. वो लास्ट वो कहाँ पहुँचेगा? वो Bay of Bengal में. Okay. The Ganga and Brahmaputra rivers from the world's largest delta known as the Sundarban Delta. Yes, see, the Brahmaputra basin and the Ganga basin are the world's largest delta. This delta is known as Sundarban. Okay, what is Sundarban? The Sundarban delta, the Brahmaputra and the Ganga basins together called the Sundarban delta. Okay, this is the world largest delta. Which one? The Ganga and Brahmaputra's delta called as Sundarban. This Sundarban is the largest delta in the world. Okay.